So for this tutorial, I'll be using a category 3 yarn and a size 7mm hook. So to get started, I'm going to be starting with the chainless foundation row. And the main reason I'm doing the chainless foundation row is because I want the waist part of my cardigan to be stretchy. So if you don't know how to do the chainless foundation, I'm just going to show you guys how to do it. So you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to go back and put your hook into this first chain you did. Yarn over, you have 2 left on your hook. You yarn over, you have 2 left on your hook, and you yarn over through the 2. Then you put your hook into this chain you just did. Yarn over, you have 2 left. You yarn over through the first loop, you still have 2 left. You yarn over through the 2 of them. So that's just basically what you'll be doing. I'm going to do a chain long enough to go around half of my waist or my torso, depending on how long you want your cardigan to be, but I'm going for a crop cardigan, so I'm doing a chain wide enough to go around half of my navel torso. So for the second row, so for the first row I did the chainless foundation chain. For the second row, I'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. So I'm just going to chain 3, and I'll skip this first stitch and put 1 double crochet in the next stitch. This chain 3 serves as our first double crochet, so I'll just be putting 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. Now for the third row, I'll be doing the same thing I did for the second row. So I'm going to chain 3, which serves as our first chain, our first double crochet. I'm going to skip this first chain and put 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So now for the third row, I'm going to be increasing. So I'm going to start increasing from the third row. So to increase, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put 2 double crochet in this first stitch. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to put 2 double crochet in the first stitch. Now I'll be putting 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So I'll just be putting 3 double crochet here, and when I get to this end, I'll put 3 double crochet too. So I'll be putting 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So on getting to the end of row 3, I'm going to be putting 3 double crochet at this end. So I'll be putting 3 double crochet. We said that's our increase at this end. 1, 2, 3. For the 4th row, I'll be doing the same thing I did for the 3rd row. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll put 3 double crochet in this first stitch. And when I get to this end, I'll be putting 3 double crochet also. Now for the 5th row, I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll be putting 2 double crochet in this first stitch. Instead of putting 3 like before, I'll be putting just 2 double crochet. So 1, 2. Now I'll just be putting 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So on getting to the end of the 5th row, I'll be putting 2 double crochet in this last stitch. Now this is what we'll be doing for the rest of the row until we stop, increasing. So we'll just increase for a few rows, and then when we get to a certain row, we'll stop increasing. So I'm just going to chain 3, put 2 double crochet in this first stitch, and this is what I'll be doing for the rest of the rows, like I said. So when I get to the end of this row, I'll put 2 double crochet. When I get to the end of this row, I'll put 2 double crochet, chain 3, put 2 double crochet, get here, put 2 double crochet. So that's basically it. So I did 14 rows of increase. Now I'll be doing the remaining rows without increase. So I'm just going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I won't be doing any increase in any of the stitch, because we want the cardigan to be like this. As you can see, I did increase and then I stopped somewhere here and did the remaining rows without increase. So that's just what we'll be doing. So I'm going to come back and show you guys when I'm done. So I'll show you guys how to do the shoulder panel. So I did 12 rows of no increase. Now I'll just be doing the shoulder panel. And when I mean the shoulder panel, I'm talking about this area where the neck is supposed to be. So for the shoulder panel, I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll turn my work and I'll be putting 1 double crochet in the next 28 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I did I'm still saying the same thing. Okay, so I put 1 double crochet in 28 stitches. Now I'm just going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn my work and put 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So I'll be doing this for about 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be doing this for 4 rows. So I just put in 1 double crochet in the 28 stitches that I did. This is going to be the neck area and this is the shoulder panel. Okay, so I'm done with this panel. Oh, no wonder. Okay, so I'm done with this part of the shoulder panel. I did 4 rows of double crochet on 28 stitches. I already tied my yarn at this other end, so I'll be doing the same thing I did for this part. I'll be putting 1 double crochet in the next 28 stitches. So 1, 2. So I joined the 2 panels together with a single crochet. Now I'll be doing the neck. So for the neck, I want to do a turtleneck. I'm just going to be tying this off at this end. So for the neck, I'm going to be decreasing first. So I'll be doing 1 double crochet in each stitch, but I'll be decreasing, which means I'm going to put 1 double crochet here. Instead of going through all, I'm going to decrease. That's 1 decrease. I'm going to decrease again. That's basically what I'll be doing for this first row. I'll be decreasing. So I did 2 rows of decrease for the neck. Now for the turtleneck, I'll be doing the rib stitch, the double crochet rib stitch. So for the rib stitch, I'm going to go into the front of this first stitch and do 1 double crochet. Then I'll go through the back and do a double crochet. So that's what a rib stitch is. I'm going to go through the front, and the main reason I'm putting my hook through these 2 is because of the decrease, this 2 has become 1 stitch. So I'm going to be putting my hook through the front. Now I'll pull my hook through the back. So we'll just be alternating by putting 1 double crochet through the front and through the back. So through the front, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see the ribs. So through the back, and I'm just going to be doing this until I get to the length I want my turtleneck to be. And I want my turtleneck to be a bit long so I can fold it. So I'm done with the neck, and I did a total of 16 rows for the turtleneck. You could go for a shorter turtleneck or a longer turtleneck depending on what you want. So now I'll be doing the sleeves. For the sleeves, I'm just going to chain 15. So 55. I'm just going to chain 55. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55. So I did a total of 55 chains. Now I'll just be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch for the second row. So I'm going to chain 3, and then I'll put 1 double crochet in each stitch. Just going to be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch, and this is what we'll be doing for the rest of the row until we get the desired amount of rows we want. Now this serves as the length of your arm, and we are going to be crocheting. I don't really know how to explain it. Okay, so we are going to be crocheting round until we get the desired amount of rows that is long enough to cover our arms. So I'll just be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. Honestly, I really don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. But I feel when I'm done with the sleeves, I'll come back and explain better to you what I mean. So for the sleeves, I did 27 rows of double crochet. Now I'm just going to be joining these two ends together with a single crochet. So I'll be joining these two ends together with the single crochet before I do the hem. So after joining these two ends together with a single crochet, we are going to be doing the hem. So for the hem, we'll be doing the rib stitch, but before we do the rib stitch, we're just going to be decreasing. So to decrease, I'm going to be doing 2 double crochet together. So we're just going to be decreasing around the hem. So for every stitch, we'll be decreasing with a double crochet. Now after going round by decreasing in each stitch, I'm going to be doing the rib stitch. So for the rib stitch, I'm just going to put my hook in front of this crochet, this stitch, and then I'll do a double crochet. Now I'm going to put my hook at the back of this stitch and do a crochet. Now front, back. So the rib stitch is just alternating between the front and the back. So I'll put my hook through the front of the stitch and I'll put my hook at the back of the stitch. As you can see, it's already forming the ribs. So that's basically it for the hem. I'm going to be doing this for the next 6 to 7 rows. The back stitch, front stitch, the back stitch. So that's just what I'll be doing for the sleeves.